Hello there, Chuck E. Cheese here with a special presentation just for you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winners of the 2026 Intergender and Women's Royal Rumble matches, making their way to the ring with the Judgment Day. Here's Liv Morgan and Peyton Jackson. If you idiots just shut up, if you're going to listen to what I'm trying to say. We got two Royal Rumble winners in the Judgment Day. Yeah. And we are the greatest Royal Rumble winners, representing the greatest faction of all time. Now, so Se La, do you recall that deal you and your La Familia de Puerto Rico made with us and we turned it down? We didn't turn you and your La Familia de Puerto Rico go down because you put me and Peyton on the shelf last year on the last Royal Rumble in 2025. We turned you down because your mouth writes checks your ass can't cash. We told you to keep my name out of your mouth, and you're being hard-headed. You failed. It's time for me and Liv to shut you up and start collecting some gold while we're old and wear it around our waists. Remember when I had beaten you for a world title, Se La? That year was 2024. And that was when I first joined the Judgment Day. I will not rest until I get back what's rightfully mine. And that's that World Heavyweight Championship. And it's that same as it I kicked your ass for. The same title I kicked your ass for. It's a stupid idea of seeing you walking around with 6 titles, 3 singles titles, consistently listing of the one title I took from you, the World Heavyweight Championship. Yep. Then you called yourself winning the Money in the Bank, so you can cash it in as fast as you win it, just to get back that damn Undisputed WWE title. So then you decided to go to TNA and took the TNA Knockouts title, and all of a sudden you put me on the shelf by interfering in my title defense last year against Mallory the Mauler Langford, but slamming me on that steel step so Mallory can pin me to take that very belt you got. You've been sticking your nose into the Judgment Day's business. Why do we want you and your damn La Familia de Puerto Rico to join forces with us after what you've done to Liv and myself? We don't care about what you did to Carmelo Hayes, and the same night goes when you put put mellow low on the shelf, but when you beat them high, when you beat them in that cage match. So Mallory had to relinquish the World Heavyweight title. So what did you do? You called yourself a two-time world champion by winning a six-pack challenge? Give me a break, will you? You had to pin my deadbeat aunt to get back what you think is yours. But you know something? My Aunt Laura isn't that bad after all. Oh, when she turned her back on my deadbeat mom so that my bestie Liv would be her third Rumble matches. First of all, I want to congratulate my lovely niece Peyton and to Liv for winning all y'all respective Royal Rumble matches. I won mine last year, but Se La continues to beat me to that one title she has. You're right, Peyton. Your mom is definitely a deadbeat according to you. Like Rey Mysterio is a deadbeat according to Dominic. Peyton, if you don't finish the job on Se La, maybe I can't. Just keep doing what you're doing, Aunt Laura. I love it when you stood up to that old deadbeat mom. Look, Se La, we reviewed your deal you made with us. The one that we turned you down, and I think maybe we can come in piece of adults. Maybe we can reconsider, and we could work together to wipe out the other wretched Jacksons. Now listen to me, and listen to me very carefully. It's WrestleMania around the corner, and we don't need to worry about WrestleMania. We want you to worry about that undisputed WWE title, the TNA Knockouts title, and your daughter, Ce Soir, and y'all 3 World Tag Team belts. Let's forget about what happened to me and Peyton, and prefer that it will never happen again. So we decided that maybe we can join forces with your faction, but on one condition. Se La, you need to just forget about that Z-Taz. So we decided that maybe we can join forces with your faction, but on one condition. Se La, you need to just forget about the 2 high-profile matches and just hand over the women's world title to me and then just hand over the world heavyweight title to Peyton. So we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. Watch us. So what's it going to be, Se La? The world title to Peyton, women's world title to me, so we can take the over for drive or the hard way. And that'll be your decision. Wow, well. Look what we got here. Ce Soir, after the past 5 minutes listening to these chumps run their mouths about why I put them on the shelf. Face it, Liv and Peyton, La Familia de Puerto Rico already made a deal with you guys to help us and help you. Well, newsflash, I didn't put y'all asses on the shelf because you're looking at the most dominant force. I put y'all on the shelf because you two think that y'all all that, and I think you two are all of that. I already gave you a shot at the world heavyweight title, Peyton. Even if you beat me twice, there will be no world heavyweight title match at WrestleMania. Here are a few catches here. And since you won the Intergender Royal Rumble, that doesn't mean you can't challenge me, and I didn't say that. I see you still want a title shot. Wouldn't the Undisputed WWE title be the best bet? Why not challenge for this title? I see you want the World Heavyweight title back, and you want me to hand over the belt, Peyton. How about a tag team match at WrestleMania? It would be me and Ce Soir against you and Peyton for a winner-take-all match with the world title up for grabs. For you, Peyton, women's world title against you, Liv, and the TNA World Tag Team belts are up for grabs against both of you all at once. You're on. But Liv, wait a minute. That's not what I have in mind. Just relax, Peyton. I have everything under the control, and so does the Judgment Day. On second thought, hey guys, aren't you missing someone? Where's Finn Balor? That's none of your business. That's the Judgment Day's business, but we haven't seen him all day. Keep my Garita's name, Finn's name, and the Judgment Day's name out of your mouth. Our names have been in your mouth for quite some time. Are you guys done? I see that you four want to headline the first night of WrestleMania with each other, right? Then it is official, but there are some conditions here. Se La, when you won that women's world title from Rhea Ripley, you relied on Liv Morgan, and in doing so. So here's the deal, Se La. You will be teaming with Liv Morgan in a tag team match against Rhea Ripley and Iyo Sky. So here's the deal, Se La. You will be teaming with Liv Morgan in a tag team match against Rhea Ripley and Iyo Sky. Guys, I have a special favor here. From now on till tonight's match and through WrestleMania, I want zero tolerance. So if Se La lays a finger on me and Peyton Jackson, she will be stripped of her world heavyweight title, and it will be handed over to Peyton. 10. And the women's world title will be handed over to me, and I will grant them a match. Talk about your stipulations. Talk about zero tolerance. I know a counter rule. If Liv and Peyton touches me and give at least 50 feet of moi, the entire Judgment Day, especially Liv and Peyton, should be suspended for 6 months, and Liv and Peyton will be stripped out of their chances of the world title and the women's world title. That means no matches for both of them. It's official. And to start with, Judgment Day, you are ordered back into your clubhouse. And Se La, you and your daughter need to go back into the locker room. No strikes, no contact, 50 feet away. Failure to comply, Se La will be forced to hand over the women's title and women's world title to Liv and Peyton. Then if both of you fails to comply, they will be stripped of the WrestleMania title opportunities, and the entire Judgment Day will be suspended for 6 months. You all heard that? No contacts, X with one shoulder. Another, and keep 50 feet. To Liv and Peyton. Then if Peyton and Liv fails to comply, they will be stripped of their WrestleMania title opportunities, and the entire Judgment Day will be suspended for 6 months. Y'all hear that? No contacts, X with one another, and keep 50 feet away from one another. Because in Se La's case, she will be forced to hand over her world and women's world titles to the Judgment Day members Liv Morgan and Peyton Jackson. Even if I hear about even if I don't like both factions. But like both factions, should Liv and Peyton fail to comply, their title shots will be forfeited, and then the Judgment Day will be suspended.